2018 was, I knew it was going to be different for myself for the channel videos. I've been doing YouTube now for 3 years. I've been studying film for 2 years. I did a digital media course as well for 6 months when I first moved here. I did a lot of amiibo hunting videos, vlogs. Then Pokemon Go came out and I did that. I live in a unit right now. I have for nearly 3 years to study. I live in the city. I used to live in the country 4 hours away from here with my parents. I had nothing going for me. I've worked in retail, I hate it. Jobs. I don't know, I found a lot of enjoyment through YouTube and making videos. And I knew this year would be different because I've finished studying. January I was supposed to talk about this. I was gonna say how I wanted to be more real with you guys. None of this fake happiness, forced positivity. Sometimes I feel like I put up a wall. I curate and control what you guys see on here. I edit the video, I show only what I want to show. You see 10 minutes of my life every day, every second day, once a week. I don't have an upload schedule. It feels like I do it full time. I've been telling myself, you know, the dream, isn't that what everyone wants? YouTube. I mean, if you like making videos, sure. I studied, made YouTube videos. It was just film life for me. I loved it, but I've finished the study and I don't know what to do now. I knew this year, in a month, the lease for this unit ends. And I either say I want to stay here for another 12 months or I go. And a year is I mean, it goes by quickly, but it's still a very long time and it costs so much money. I don't really like talking about this stuff because it's money. My mum's calling me. Hello?
Hello, how you going?
Hello. Hello, yeah, alright. I slept a bit. Yeah, like I think I've drained myself so much that like I had to sleep.
Yep.
Which is kind of what I wanted, I guess. I just went out there and did a raid with the people from my raid group. That was good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Get me out of the house and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you tell us what you'd like to do. You know, we're sort of telling you can do this and do that, and I mean, what would you prefer to do? What would you ideal be to do?
I can't stay here, I don't think. That's just...
Why is that? Don't think about money or any of that.
Okay.
Would you stay?
I mean, it's a really good spot, but it's been a really good spot for my study, of course. What is it? Locked in, a 6 month or a 12 month, or no? Don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
Okay.
We sort of think, you know, we don't know whether bringing you back up here is a good thing either.
Yeah.
But what do you think about that?
I haven't been there in like how many years?
2 and a bit years.
It's a scary thought because right now I think, cool, change, that's good, but that's the same place I left for a reason, I guess. But I mean, that was then, this is now. I'm thinking hard.
I don't know. What like if you stay there, we could do what we were doing and just help you out a little bit. We can't pay the whole lot. It's too much. So you would have to be on the dole, and you would have to be
looking for jobs.
And it's in your interest to get some more money and
Yeah.
No matter what it is. I don't know. I can't. Mum and I were hunting for film and media jobs, and there's some in Brisbane, but a lot of them want experience and all this stuff. And you think, man, it's a really, really hard industry you've picked to get into.
How much do you get a month on YouTube roughly lately?
It varies. Obviously I haven't been feeling the best, so I slowed down a bit, but I think it was a month or so ago I got like 600-700. But then there's all these other things like live streaming and Patreon, which I haven't even bothered, like
Because there's no way that we can fully support you, and we shouldn't have to. You know, you're 25 now. You should be moving ahead into supporting yourself.
I thought I was doing okay with Chelsea, and that, you know, the price was bumping up and we're still getting by.
I don't know what a good option is for you. I sort of feel like you're quite welcome to come back here and that, but I'm going to be pushing you to find some work as well. It's not going to be...
I think I need it. I think I need it.
You do. It'll be good for your self-esteem and everything.
It's easy to... That's why I sent you that thing about the study course, because I just felt like you've got stuck in a rut there.
And we don't know whether bringing you back up here and getting a job, and like you said, you sort of got out of the town. So we don't know. We're at a bit of a loose end. We don't know what to do.
Oh, I'm not concerned about Pokemon Go anymore, in the sense that I've got to make that a priority. That's a few days have passed since the previous clip. About 3 days. Nothing's changed. I'm coping a little bit better, coming to terms with everything. So I don't know where I was going with the other one. I'm kind of glad the battery died and I stopped, because, you know, I've reached out on Twitter with all of you. I made a post. I had a lot of you with some incredible support and advice. I even had Boogie2988 reach out to me. You know, he's been there since the start with YouTube, 4.5 million subscribers. That was huge. And he left me with some really good advice. I'll get to that in a sec. But yeah, all of you, thank you for messaging me privately. Friends I know in real life, all of you online, stuff like that. I really appreciate it. I've just been putting up a wall in every video and smiling, you know. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to be positive, yeah? No matter how crap things are in the real world with your life, stuff like that. This is really hard for me. I've never done a video like this. I never planned on doing one. I'd always do what I could to hide it, but you know, it's obvious in my videos. I guess the way I talk and look, I don't feel the same as I used to, you know? I don't have a job. I've been a full-time student studying film. My dream, you know, I've been doing study for like 3 years. I'm jobless. You know, I've been there, done that, worked in retail, stuff like that, labor work. Hate it. Makes me miserable. They always say follow your dreams, you know, do what you love, and look where I am now. So I know there's a good balance. There's a really good balance that you can find, and I haven't found that yet, with a bit of both worlds. But you know, I'm kind of glad I'm following up what I've just said, and I've had a few days to myself to think. But I guess I'll start with the financial side of things. You know, I remember when I first started my study and I told everyone I had a YouTube channel, and I, you know, did Amiibo videos, you know, Nintendo related stuff. It's always been Nintendo related stuff. Games, new consoles, I'd buy it, unbox it, you know, back when I had a job. That was fun and I enjoyed it. And the lecturers always told me, like, you should make a Patreon and, you know, AdSense, the ad revenue, the views. It's not enough. I'll sit there and say, just watch my videos. I don't expect anything else. And I don't expect anything else. But, like, it's just not enough for the hours that are put in. I put myself here, I don't have to do it. I like doing it, but, you know. And you'll hear that from a lot of other people, YouTubers and stuff, that the AdSense, the money you make from views is pretty trash. Especially if you're a channel like me. But yeah, my lecturers, friends, family, oh, you should make a Patreon, you know, and I'll give you $2. I don't think I'm worth it. I don't like asking for money. I don't, you know, and I feel like I'm contradicting myself here because I'm getting to the point where I am asking if you want to. I was meant to make a Patreon video back in January when I finished my study. Here we are now, going on, you know, June. It's May. Geez, halfway through the year and I couldn't even do that. Just have to sit here and promote it. That was what I was going to do. Hey, I made the Patreon and I've started putting it at the end of all my most recent videos, and I've got 2 of you guys and I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you. I want to make some perks, things that would warrant a reason to support me, stuff like that. I was getting to it. That money makes a difference on top of the AdSense, like, you know, the ad revenue, the Google money. It's once a month. You get paid 12 times a year practically, and it's $100 one month, and then a video does really well and it's $300. Sometimes I hit $600, rarely. It's fantastic because it goes straight to rent. It goes straight to priorities like petrol, registration for your car, food, stuff like that. Sometimes actually though, it will go towards something like a new camera piece, or, you know, pokey coins, stuff like that. I don't know. It absolutely helps when it pops up, and it's such a satisfying feeling seeing it, because you're like, I don't feel like I worked for this. It doesn't feel like I'm working when I do this, when I spend 12 hours a day, when I'm up at 5 AM waiting for it to render just to make the thumbnail and upload it, like just to get it out ASAP, a video, anything. It doesn't feel like work. I like doing that. I like being my own boss. I'm sure everyone would, wouldn't they? I always had this dream of 100,000 subscribers ever since I started. I hit my 3-year anniversary for this YouTube channel last month, April, late April. And I was going to do a video and it never happened. Hey, I posted on Twitter, that was cool, you know, congrats. 3 years I've been at it and I'm still here. I've met a lot of people that have started and pulled out. I've met a lot of people that are doing better than me, and that's fine, that's cool. I'm happy where I am. We're nearly halfway to 50,000 subscribers, 25,000, and I know numbers not a thing, but I set myself a goal. I've always wanted to achieve something. I don't have trophies. I don't have any real awards. Maybe something from art class back in, you know, primary school, but that's about it. So this was something for me, you know, side project, a hobby. Maybe one day I could pursue it even further, make it something serious. I'm gonna put my Patreon and a PayPal link in the description if you guys want to check it out or support me, you know. That would be amazing. That would mean the world to me. You don't even think you have to. Don't feel bad if you can't. I know after all this blows over, I'm still gonna make videos. I'm still gonna upload something. I just love it, you know. I never knew what I wanted to do with my life when I finished high school. You know, what do you want to do? I don't know. Then you find yourself in retail and you're miserable for 5 years, and then you start studying something and it's not quite what you want, and you pick up a camera and you've been watching YouTube, you put the two together, you like games, you like sharing and making memories, documenting stuff, all of that. Yeah, those will be in the description. Maybe I'll do a proper video down the track when I've got some actual perks. I was thinking of, you know, making behind the scenes videos, or sharing stuff I don't share with you guys. How I make thumbnails, things I cut out of videos, things that don't warrant a video, more personal things, stuff like that. I don't know. No idea. A Discord. I've got a Discord chat, and I don't know what to price these things at. Again, I don't think I'm worth any of that, but you know, that's just me. That's okay. You know, I was talking to my parents, my mum, she thinks, do it. So I'm gonna try. I see a lot of other YouTubers that are doing it too. The whole Patreon thing. Maybe it will allow me to put more time and effort into my videos. You know? I've been doing it for 3 years, nearly 25,000 subscribers. People are already supporting me on there, and if you want to, awesome. Thank you very much. Seriously, like, this is the dream, and I'm still gonna keep at it. I know it's unrealistic, this whole YouTube stuff. I've brainwashed myself thinking it's possible, and it is, but it's very, very hard. And only a few make it out on top, so fair play, hey, I'll still do it. I don't know what will happen in regards to my content, but yeah. Physically, 2 years ago, maybe when I started the channel, I had this video. I deleted it. I've deleted a lot of videos. They're embarrassing, they're not relevant, they didn't do well, stuff like that. There was one where my dad helped me make a stand-up desk. We modded a computer desk that I had. Because I've got a really bad back. I've stuffed my back up from years of sitting down in school, study, hunched. I've got knots in my back. Oh, see a chiropractor, you know, a physio. I've done all that, and they did a marvelous job. And they said one thing, you need to avoid sitting down. Sorry. You need to avoid sitting down for long periods of time because you're doing your back in, and I feel like I'm 70 with back issues already. And I was very fit and healthy. What do? I sit down every day for study, for dinner, when I'm driving, when I'm making a video here on the couch. It's a little bit comfier. Sitting at a desk though is terrible, and I will endure it, and I've been dealing with back pain for a very long time. I can't afford to see anyone. I can't afford to get my back fixed. I've just been dealing with it. It sucks. I sold a lot of my possessions. I've got a big game collection. All my money that I earned when I worked, it went on games. When games were cheap, you know, games are really expensive now, some of the old ones, but I've got a massive, massive collection, and I've thinned it down. And I used the money and I bought an electric desk, and this was incredibly expensive, but I believe you can't put a price on your health. Oh, well, apparently you can. This sent me broke, but it felt like, you know, I got rid of things that I had stored that I was collecting to get something that I'll actually practically use every single day for the rest of my life. And this desk, it's an electric desk, so it goes up and down with the push of a button, and standing up is tiresome as well, but alternating between the two, being able to walk to your desk, edit a bit, walk away, grab a drink from the fridge, come back, type a bit more, stuff like that. It's helping with productivity, with my health. It's amazing. I'm not kidding. I've been dealing with this for years, and I've just let it go. You become so numb to the pain that it doesn't even bother you anymore. It does, but, you know, I crack my back, I can crack my neck, I can, you know, it's not good. I've already recently cracked it, so it probably won't make a noise. Let's see. Do you hear that? Yeah. I already cracked it earlier. What about my spine? Yeah, just like that. It's stuffed. It sucks. It's like, say you're into sports and you have an injury and you have a sports injury and you're told you can't continue that sport. That's what it feels like, except here I wish I had a really nice laptop that I could edit on, and I could jump in bed or lay back and do a bit of editing there and then stand up at my computer desk with my desktop, and I'm not sitting down hunched over a desk like an office job for 10 hours every day. Pokemon Go was incredible for me. Leaving the house, being active, walking, stuff like that. That's stuff that my parents wish I did when I was young. And here we are now, So, Pokemon Go has had a massive influence on my health, my life. It's crazy. I can film and make videos all day playing Pokemon, and I come home and it's just nice to sit down, and it counteracts the issue with my back. I've got knots. I've used so many different products trying to remedy the pain, but it's always going to be there. The only place I'm not suffering is honestly my bed. And standing up, laying down, standing up. Not for long periods of time, but this desk, I hope, this is a positive. I hope this desk, I hope it continues to help me and, force myself to, believe it or not, stand up at a desk. Yes, people do it. There's people that have treadmills under their desk, and, you're squeezing your walk in every day, standing at your desk, staring at your computer screen. I don't know. That's the physical side of things, folks. As for mentally, I think it's everything combined. And, well, the tough part here, the reason I've had this huge breakdown is, well, Chelsea doesn't live with me anymore. I'm going to take Boogie's advice. I'll throw it up on the screen there. I might actually have it on my phone. We'll read it out. This video is going to have cuts. I wanted to make it real, but I'm not going to let myself sit there with awkward pauses and stuff like that. I'll probably cut out some things. Oh, looking at all these comments from you guys, you're the best, seriously. You know who you are. Just went through something similar. Some advice: keep it off social media best you can. Therapy, be with friends, find people who will listen and talk to them. Don't be alone. I live alone. I've got some great buddies out there, the Pokemon Go community, stuff like that. They're all there for me. I appreciate it. Therapy, I don't think that'll happen. Stuff costs money, but hey, I'm talking with people, so that's good. Keep it off social media best you can. I've already, poured my heart out to some of you guys, and, well, for here, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm glad I've had a few days to think about things, and I probably would have said something that I might regret. Something I can't go back from. But I'll conclude and say that well, Chelsea doesn't live anymore. I said that. I now live alone in a unit that I can't afford, that my parents have always been helping me afford so I can study, stuff like that, live in the city here, in comparison to the country where I had nothing going for me. I literally had nothing. The lease for this place ends in a month. I either extend it and stay here, and I can't afford that, or my parents have got my back, or moving with friends, or I don't know. I really don't know. I've run out of time. Chelsea and I are being so well. There was nothing that, there was no indicator that this was gonna happen. It just, boom, hit me. And now I feel worthless, betrayed, hurt, heartbroken, just stuff like that, I'm not gonna go into details, it doesn't matter. Camera battery died. Sorry, I don't know how much I was talking before that stopped, but I'm not going to go into details with it. I think that's it. I think I've talked about it. I've had my typical breakdown at the start. I've talked about physically how I'm doing, mentally how I'm doing, financially how I'm doing, and you know, for 3 years, happy anniversary. I've just been putting on a smile. There's really been no negative videos. Nothing sad or depressing or miserable. So again, this is so hard for me to do. I know I'll pull through this. I don't know if this is going to affect the content on the channel. I don't know what's happening. It's never going to feel the same without Chelsea. I'll say now we're talking. Maybe that's why I feel a bit better. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if she's ever gonna come back. I don't know, like, onto the channel. I don't know if it'll just be me from now on. It always had been, but then there was always a friend or someone that would pop in a video and it was good. I enjoyed it. I have high anxiety. You wouldn't believe that, eh? I've filmed in stores, I've talked in public, I've put a camera to my face in front of others. I've had videos with hundreds of thousands of views that people have all watched, and I've read the comments. Lately I've been avoiding comments. Some of the stuff's cruel, but it's true. The positives always outweigh the negatives when it comes to comments. I don't use Instagram much. I always promote the social media. I don't use Facebook much. The ProPlanty Facebook's dead. The Instagram hasn't been touched since last year. The Twitter and the YouTube are the most active ones. You know. So, back to the anxiety stuff, you know. It's... Some days I'm all out there, especially when something new is happening in Pokemon Go. I'm out there and I'm loving it and I don't care and I'm fueled and I've got this momentum going. It's just awesome. And then I just feel so uncomfortable that I have to film in the car and hide from everyone and stuff like that. It's just, Chelsea helped me through so much of that, and it was always nice working with someone and similar interests, all that stuff. I still have a pretty big backlog. I recently just uploaded my level 39 video, which was from a long time ago. I've still got some Mewtwo videos where I was catching Mewtwo for Chelsea's accounts, stuff like that. I'll see if I can, if I'll put those up. But yeah, there's Community Day as well. That's, as soon as this video is up, Community Day is going, literally. Shiny Charizard, I might do a live stream. We'll film a little video. I always have, I always will. I love it. It's not going to be the same, but we'll do it. Thanks everyone for the support on Twitter. I'll put all the links in the description, you know, if you want to check out some of the stuff. Reach out to me or whatever. Go for it. I'll try my best to reply. You know, I'm telling myself as I do this video, it's okay to talk about this stuff. There's nothing wrong with a tear or two. Crying, stuff like that, that's nothing to be ashamed of, right? I'll get through this, just let time do its magic, you know? Yeah. Farewell. Thank you. That feels good to talk about it, get it off my chest. I always like talking to the camera, hey. There's no one else in here to talk to. This unit looks so empty. I'm gone. I literally am not gonna be here in a month. So it's pretty big. It's pretty big. Changes are happening.